$500 per month raise without asking your boss. And I'm excited about this webinar and think that it has three main topics and areas of interest that are key to winning financially and having more money in your pocket so you can succeed financially. So let's get started. If you guys have questions along the way, then type those down in the message and I will respond to those. So you may have heard a little while ago that there was an Equifax data breach. Now, Equifax is one of the three credit bureaus. There's Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And so that means that they have all of our information. They have our social security numbers, they have our credit cards or any loans that we have, all the information that we want hidden or don't want thieves to have, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion have. And so there was a breach, which means there were some people that hacked into their system and stole 143 million Americans and 100,000 Canadians personal identification information through this hack. So because of that, we want to make sure that we are monitoring our credit and making sure no one is signing up for cards or for loans in our name or hurting our credit in any way, because that will cost us a lot of money. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that and why protecting your identity and credit is so important. So a FICO score is basically a statistical number that depicts a person's credit worthiness. Lenders use this score to evaluate the probability that a person will repay his or her debts. So it's a 3-digit number and it ranges from, as you can see on the screen, 300 to 850. So not very many people have 300. That's the worst you can have. Even people that start new credit aren't going to have that. I'm not sure what you have to do to get down there, but 300 is the low, and then the best score is 850. And then the higher the score, then the more financially trustworthy you are, and the more the better terms you can get, the lower interest rates, the more you can borrow, etc. And so you're more trustworthy credit-wise as you're closer to 850. So that's what we're all trying to get to. And we'll talk about why this is so important. So who uses this credit score? Well, a lot of us know that financial institutions like credit card companies, or if you're going to get an auto loan or you're going to get a home loan, a mortgage, those types of things, they'll use it. But what people don't realize is that there's lots of other people who use this credit score. And so landlords may use it. And if you have lower than a certain credit score, then they won't rent to you. Auto insurance, which I'm going to show you next, is huge, costs a lot more money just because you have bad credit. Home insurance, life insurance, medical insurance, even utility companies can cost you much more because of your low credit. So it's not just the financial institutions that are looking at this. And even employers, there's many employers that won't hire people with poor credit. And so just to give you an idea of what this might look like, here is an example of the premium decrease or increase based on different scenarios. So hopefully you can see this, and I want you to look on the left side. You can see this premium decrease in these white boxes here. And so if you have the standard premium that you're paying for your auto insurance, well, it decreases, it goes lower, it costs less for you if you are a homeowner, if you increase your deductible, if you bundle your insurance, and then if you get married, because apparently we're more conservative drivers or better drivers are getting less accidents if we're married and care about somebody. So what causes your premium to increase? You look over here, I'm not going to read all of these, but you have one moving violation and it goes up. You reduce your deductible from 500 down to a 0. You have a not at fault accident, etc. So it goes all the way up. And then I want you to look on the right side in the middle there, the 1100. You can have 2 at fault. So you're at fault accidents, and it says your premium increases $1,100. Next is add a teen, which is $1,500. I added a teen a couple of years ago, and my other teen is going to be added here in a month, so that's not good for me. The next one is have 2 DWIs, 1750. But what's the number one thing that will increase your premium? Having poor credit. That is crazy. So if you have bad credit, then everything costs more money for you. And this is a perfect example. All of these things can contribute, but even having 2 DWIs or adding a teen or having at-fault accidents don't raise your premium as much as having poor credit. That is why it is key to lower, to lower these costs to increase and improve your credit. That's why we want to do this.